My name is Sathyanarayan, and in this video I am going to take you through the online registration process for the Common Law Admission Test CLAT 2020. The URL for CLAT is consortiumofnlus.ac.in. This opens the brand new website developed by the Consortium of NLUs for the registration process of CLAT 2020. If you type in clat.ac.in, which used to be the URL, you can see that it redirects you to the very same website of consortiumofnlus.ac.in. I would recommend that the students go through the complete website and understand all the details. On the main page, there's a prominent button which for details about CLAT 2020 should be clicked. As you click on that page, it opens up to a basic registration page. On the top, you can see various links which tells you the details of the undergraduate CLAT, the postgraduate CLAT, the list of participating universities which will be accepting the scores of CLAT 2020 for admission, and a link for help desk which gives you an email ID, phone numbers, and even an online form through which you can submit your queries. We go to the undergraduate section and click on eligibility. This gives you the details of the eligibility criteria for students. As it is clearly mentioned, there is no upper age limit for the undergraduate program. The minimum percentage of marks in the qualifying examination, that is 10+2 or equivalent, is 45% or equivalent grade for general, OBC, PWD, NRI, PIO, OCI categories, and 40% or equivalent for candidates of SC and ST categories. It's also mentioned that candidates who are appearing in the qualifying exam in March-April 2020 are also eligible to appear in the CLAT 2020 exam. However, they shall be required to produce an evidence of passing the qualifying exam at the time of admissions. The breaking of ties in the CLAT written exam is as under: higher marks in the component section on legal aptitude in CLAT 2020, then the higher age, and finally computerized draw of lots. The question paper format has been given. This was a major cause of concern for many students who are worried about what would be the changes in the syllabus and the pattern. As we can see, the CLAT 2020 has reduced questions from 200 to 150. The time remains the same for 2 hours. A correct answer will get you 1 mark, and there is negative marking of 0.25 for each wrong answer. The weightage of each section is the same as previous editions of CLAT, with English being 20%, current affairs and general knowledge being 25%, legal reasoning being 25%, logical reasoning being 20%, and quantitative techniques 10%. So the weightage of each section is the same as the previous editions. Proportionally, the number of questions in each section has been reduced. So there is no major change in the structure of the paper other than the total number of questions which has to be attempted. In syllabus and guide, there is a detailing of the individual sections. If you go through this section in detail, it tells you what to expect in the sections of English language, current affairs including general knowledge, legal reasoning, logical reasoning, and quantitative techniques or mathematics. The consortium has also uploaded that it plans to publish various preparatory materials for UG CLAT, including guides to question paper and sample questions, model question papers, and instructional materials and exercises for each of the subjects that the undergraduate CLAT 2020 comprises. When we click on the link for sample question papers, it gives you the sample paper on the screen itself, and also a link where you can download the paper. If you peruse the sections in detail, it gives you a fair idea of what to expect in this exam. I've also uploaded a video with an analysis of this undergraduate sample question paper of CLAT. In the links, the list of instructions have been given which tell you the details of what to do for the registration process. It tells you about the expected date of the examination, the mode of the examination, requirements for registration, the documents which are required, the application fees, and other instructions. It also gives you a line for the admit card or hall ticket which can be downloaded later, and other important instructions for the candidates. I very strongly recommend that you read this entire page in detail. Now, we go back to the main page by clicking on Consortium of NLUs and again click here. As you can see, on the right hand side is a small registration where if you have already registered, you just need to enter your mobile number and password. In case you are a new registrant, there is a register button. Click on the register button and it opens a simple form where you have to enter your name. You have to enter your mobile number. You have to select a password. Make sure that you remember the password and it is not an easy one which somebody else can crack. Once you have entered the password, you need to confirm with the same password and then click on the register button. It gives you a message that the account has been successfully created and an OTP would have been received on the mobile number which was entered. When you click on OK, it asks you to enter the OTP. Now I'm entering the OTP which I have received on my mobile number. Once I enter this, I click on the activate button. Remember, OTP or one-time password will be different for every registrant. So it now tells me that the account has been activated. Now I go back to the same page where the mobile number exists and I enter the password which I had put to register myself. When I click on the login button, it opens the page where it tells me to read the instructions. Candidates are advised to check that they fulfill eligibility conditions, requisite marks and claims as stipulated in CLAT rules. Mere submission does not confer the candidate right for admission, which is subject to verification of documents, minimum qualifications and other eligibility conditions. It also recommends that students look at the e-brochures of the individual NLUs through the websites, and NRI sponsored candidates, the admission of whom is subject to the outcome of the decision of the Supreme Court of India. It also tells me that I need not finish the application process or fee payment in one sitting. I can save my application at any stage and I can always come back and continue this process. So now I need to select for which examination I'm filling in the form. I'm going to click on undergraduate or UG programs. Students who have completed their 12th or are appearing for their 12th entrance examinations this year and who are desirous of getting admission in the undergraduate 5-year integrated program of CLAT need to select this particular option. Now once you have selected undergraduate, you click on apply for CLAT 2020 button. It asks for confirmation that you have applied for undergraduate course. I click on OK. It takes me to the next page. Now on this page, I have to upload my photograph and my signature and fill in the other details. For photograph, I click on the upload button. Once I click on the upload button, it opens the box on showing me the documents on my computer. I go to the place where I have already stored the documents for CLAT, which includes my photograph and a copy of my signature. I select my photograph and it is uploaded. Resize the photograph so that it sits properly in the box and click on the submit button. It confirms whether I want to upload the selected image. I click on OK. For the signature, again I click on the upload button. I select the signature scanned image. It asks me to confirm the signature as it fits properly in the space. I make sure it is adjusted properly and I click on the submit button. It confirms, I click on OK. So my photograph and my signature have been uploaded. Now I need to fill in my name as it appears on my 10+2 certificate. Then I have to select my date of birth in the MMDDYYYY format. It asks for my mother's name. It asks for the All India category. So in this case, I will be selecting general. If you belong to OBC, scheduled caste or scheduled tribe, please select the option accordingly. Again, I belong to general category. It confirms whether I belong to a person with disability category. In my case, no. In case you are eligible for this and your disability is more than 40%, select yes. I select no for disability. Now, for gender, I select male. You also have the options of female and transgender. It asks for my father's name, which I enter. It asks for my nationality. In case you are a person of Indian origin or an OCI or a non-resident Indian, select them. I select Indian as my nationality. It asks whether I am in the NRI sponsored category. If yes, click yes. I will select no. Now, it asks whether I am a candidate who falls under the below poverty line category. I select no. In case it is applicable, select yes. I confirm whether all my details are correct. My name, my date of birth, mother's name, category, PWD, BPL, gender, father's name, nationality, NRI sponsored category. Once I've confirmed all these details, I click on save as draft. So all these details have been saved. Next time if I want to log in, these details will already be filled. On the bottom left, there's a right arrow button. When I click on that, it gives me the options of filling in my correspondence address. So I fill in my correspondence address. It asks me the state in which I have my address. I select Gujarat. In district, I enter the name of the district. I enter the pin code. It asks for my permanent address. As my permanent address is to be given as same as correspondence address, I will enter that. In case you have a different permanent address, then please make sure that you enter the same. In my case, the correspondent address and the permanent address is given as the same. The correspondence address is the address where you want to receive communication. Permanent address is where you permanently reside. Again, it asks for selection of state or union territory as applicable. In my case, it would be Gujarat. District, again I enter my detailed district. Pin code, again I enter. Now the mobile number of applicant, I enter my mobile number, as all my communication should be sent, all mobile communication to be sent in this mobile number. I enter an alternative contact number, and now I enter my email ID. All communication will be received on the primary mobile contact number and the primary email ID which has been given. I confirm that my details are entered properly, and then I save as draft. Now it is important that you save as draft at every process, so that if you wish to stop the registration process and restart at a later time, you are not required to fill in these details. I proceed to the next one. The qualifying exam, it asks whether it is 10+2 or equivalent arts, commerce, humanities, others or science. In my case, I will take it as science. For board or university, I enter Gujarat State Higher Secondary Education Board. It asks for the year in which I appear. It asks whether I have already appeared, passed, or am I still appearing for this. As I have already passed my 12th standard, I will select passed. In case you are going to appear for the entrance for the board examination in 2020, then you will be selecting appearing or appeared. In my case, passed. The month of passing, I'll select again as May. The year of passing will be, in my case, 1999. So I confirm passed. I have to enter the percentage with which I passed. So I enter my percentage. Now again I save as draft. Now, this is an important page. The top half is test center preference. Depending on the total number of applications in each center, there may be a change to the list of test centers, and candidates will be notified if there are changes to the preference they submit. So my first choice will be the city where I want to appear for the CLAT 2020 examination. I select as Ahmedabad. In case Ahmedabad is not available as a test center, my second choice I take as Gandhinagar. In case Ahmedabad or Gandhinagar are not allotted to me, then my third choice for a test center will be taken as a place where I can easily reach on the day of the examination. In my case, I decide that I may give the examination at Mumbai. So the first test center preference should be the place where you will wish to give the exam. As a backup option, the second preference. As a backup option, the third preference. All three preferences have to be places where you can easily reach, and they all have to be three different choices. Now, NLU preferences. In this list, I have to select my preference for all the 22 NLUs, and all the 22 choices are compulsory. I'll be uploading a video in which I'll be detailing on how to make this preference. But I start with my first choice as NLS Bangalore. As you can see, NLS Bangalore is removed as an option. And so in the second choice, so my second choice, if NLS Bangalore is not available, would be Nalsar. My third choice, Bhopal. My fourth choice, Kolkata. My fifth choice, Jodhpur. Sixth choice, rather than Raipur, I wish to go in for Gandhinagar. After Gandhinagar, I will take Raipur. After that, I wish to go for Lucknow. After Lucknow, I would go for Punjab. After Punjab, I would prefer to have NLU Mumbai. After NLU Mumbai, I would prefer to go in for Patna. After Patna, I would go in for Kochi. After Kochi, I'll prefer NLU Odisha, then Ranchi, then Assam, then Vishakhapatnam, then Tiruchirappalli, Nagpur, Aurangabad, Shimla. My 21st choice, Jabalpur. My 22nd choice, Sonepat. Be very careful in filling in these preference lists, as they cannot be changed once you have completed filling in the details. I save as draft and move on to the next column. Now, there are reservations available in a lot of universities, so you will have to select the reservation if applicable to you for each of them. For Bangalore, do you belong to Karnataka domicile? Then I select this if yes, but as I am not eligible, I will not select. Now, Nalsar, are you a resident of Telangana? The answer, no. But if you are a resident of Telangana, then you may have benefit of reservation, so select yes. Bhopal, JNK resident? No. Are you a domicile of Madhya Pradesh? No. General, do you belong to Karnataka domicile? No. West Bengal, EWS or domicile of JNK? I am not eligible. Are you a domicile of West Bengal? No. Jodhpur is just general, no reservations. Gujarat National Law University, do you belong to Gujarat domicile? Now, if you have applied or already have the domicile certificate, you may be eligible for the reserved seats of Gujarat domicile students. In that case, do select yes. There are 3 other reservations available in GNLU. Select whichever is applicable to you. In my case, I do not wish to apply for the domicile seats, and hence I do not click on Gujarat domicile. What are sports quota for boys? You can see the detailed information brochure which is given here. Go through the brochure to see the eligibility criteria for the same. Hidayatullah National Law University, HNLU Raipur, gives the option of being wards of Kashmiri migrant or student of JNK. Domicile of Chhattisgarh, no. For RML NLU Lucknow, it has again categories. Domicile of Uttar Pradesh, for me, no. RGNUL Punjab, again 4 different categories, none of which are applicable to me. Mumbai, 2 categories. Domicile of Maharashtra, no. CNLU Patna, domicile of Bihar, no. Nuals Kochi, native of Kerala, no. NLUO, domicile of Odisha, no. For NUS RL Ranchi, General EBC or JNK residents? Are you a resident of Jharkhand or passed the qualifying exam from institutions located in Jharkhand or board of employee of central state government or university or public undertaking or corporations, boards and academies, etc. working in Jharkhand? In my case, no. For NLU JA Assam, permanent resident of Assam, no. For DS NLU Vishakhapatnam, there are multiple categories which are available. Select whichever is applicable. Domicile of Andhra Pradesh, for me, no. Tamil Nadu NLU, domicile of Tamil Nadu, no. MNLU Nagpur, domicile of Maharashtra, no. MNLU Aurangabad, domicile of Maharashtra, no. HP NLU Shimla, 4 different categories, none of which is applicable for me. For the new NLU at Jabalpur MP, domicile of Madhya Pradesh, for me, no. And for the final NLU Sonepat, 4 reserved categories or a domicile of Haryana, no. As none of these is applicable to me, I have selected no. Select the categories which are applicable to you. Make sure that you have selected the proper preferences for each one of them. Once we are done with this, there's an undertaking that whatever information you have given are true to the best of your knowledge and nothing has been concealed. Click on that and finally click on Submit Form. It asks you to confirm your action. Click on OK. Once this is submitted, it now gives me this particular detail that my application number is this is my applicant name, this is the program for which I have applied. It also shows that I have submitted the form but the payment is pending. Now it gives me the choice of editing the application form to make changes in my application form and reservation categories, for which I need to click on Edit Application Form. If I want to delete my application, it has an option of Delete Application. The final thing is Make Payment. In my case, I'll select Make Payment. The application fee is 4,000. It asks whether I wish previous year question papers. In case I select yes, it adds 500 rupees to my total payable amount. In case I select no, the application fee remains 4,000. So I do not wish to have previous year question papers, so I select no. My payment to be made is 4,000. I click on Confirm Payment. It asks me to confirm my action. I click on OK. Now it takes me to the page where it is going to take me to the online payment gateway. It says the amount payable is 4,000. There will be an additional transaction fee charged by the payment gateway based on payment type, and then all I have to do is click on Pay Now to complete my payment. I click on the Pay Now button and it takes me to the payment page. It asks me to confirm my phone number. It asks me to enter my email address. Once I have done that, all I have to do is now click on the Proceed button. It gives me various payment options. I can pay either by card, net banking or by UPI QR. I select the card option. It asks me the details. Once the payment is done successfully, it takes me back to the payment page. After processing, it thanks me for the payment and confirms that my application is done. Now I can click on the Back to Home link and it takes me back to the main page where it shows my status that I have applied and submitted and paid. It confirms that I have not paid for previous year question papers. I can also generate a receipt for the same by clicking on the View Receipts page where it confirms whatever I have done, and I can click on this to generate receipt for the same. So this is the application process. There is a print application button on which if I click, it takes me to a page which shows me my application form in PDF form. I can simply download this application and keep it saved for reference at a later date. I have downloaded the application and I open this page. This is a PDF file which contains details of my application. I can see my photograph is clearly printed. It gives me the application number, my details as I have entered them. my communication details and other things which I filled in, my preference list for the NLUs, declaration, and a signature. My signature is also clearly visible, so this means my application process is complete. So this is how you fill in the application form for the CLAT 2020. Please make sure that you have filled in the correct details and done it carefully. It's an extremely easy process. So prepare well for the CLAT 2020 and wish you all the best.
iQue Ideas, the most preferred destination in Gujarat for post-12th entrance examinations like various law entrance examinations, for business management, liberal studies and hotel management. For details, visit www.iqueideas.in or call us at 99798 46008.